Wait, what? Oh, it's already ready to go. Okay. Well, I'm hoping this will do fine. Is this like? Oh shit, that's cool. It's dang. So hello, and today I will make. Hopefully, this is actually gonna be decent quality because I am just experimenting right now to see how well this will go. With go through on YouTube. Let me check this out. Oh wow, that's some terrible quality right there. Oh man, it's almost as if somebody took the actual. I think I need to get OBS Studio set up correctly. Let me check this again. It should be fine. This will be the best quality of all time right here. Anyway, today we're going to do a quick battle, and I'm going to set it to 2 hours maximum time because who knows what I'm going to get. This is going to be all random because I want to experience just truly. If I set it up myself, I will always set myself up for success. So I've just decided let's just set everything to random so that way I end up on just I don't get to decide. I shouldn't be allowed to decide how the battle goes. I should have to work with what I'm given, except I should be able to bring whatever I want. I feel like that. I think I'll be like, all right, so this is what I have to work with. Except I don't really know too much because nobody told me what terrain I'm going to and what I'm up against, so I don't really know what to bring with me. So, preview? I don't know what preview is, so I'm just gonna say we probably don't need that. I haven't used that. Human, this one will be automatic because then I don't get to decide. Now, weather. I don't know because sometimes the weather and the daylight can be bad because it makes it bad for the video. Earlier I did random, it was daytime, perfectly clear weather almost, but I'd like to try to make a good quality video that's actually kind of visible, and I will go ahead and now click OK. Let me just double check to make sure all my dice rolling is going to be perfect. So what this game is basically, oh, okay. So this game is basically a war simulator kind of thing, like RTS game, real-time strategy game, except it doesn't just do like the overall strategy. It does like you can get down to like the team level, and you have squads, and you can break them into teams. You have platoons. You can keep them together, or you could just use individual squads, and you have entire companies, even battalions. You could have an entire division in this game, potentially. This engine is a fabulous engine. So, the people who made this were ahead of their time, obviously, but that they weren't ahead enough. Anyway, so we have Russian army. That is what we've ended up with. This game was made in 2017. So they somehow managed to predict the future. Although in 2014 there was still kind of that conflict was still in 2014, kind of. I don't know too much about that, so I'm just gonna not talk about that because if you don't know much about something, then you should probably not talk about it. So we have some options here, and I will go over what these options are for you all. So we have a motor rifle battalion BTR. This one will cost us 3,092. So we have 6,071 points to work with, and then rarity points are 6,071. I've found that I would like, and I don't know what this does, but I would like to purchase elite level troops because I really, what I really hate is when my troops are just like, I'm not gonna fight anymore, and then they just run away because they see something scary and they're like, oh crap, I gotta back away, and then they back away and they get blown up by an ATGM. Happens with all of the tanks. Okay, we only have infantry too. Okay, so infantry is our basically only option here. So we'll add BMP battalion since that is the cheapest. It's probably the worst level of experience, motivation, fitness, and leadership. Probably it's probably all very bad on those because it's so cheap. And you'll see that sometimes when you buy a unit like this, or in this case, a formation, a battalion, you'll end up with just some stuff you don't even need, and it will also change the price of the next one. So the next one will cost us 1,828. So we didn't get the worst of the worst. Now, I like to get rid of the grenade launcher platoon. This is good if you're defending. Those AGS-17s are absolutely amazing, trust me. Absolute best piece of technology. We're going to get rid of that. So we have 3 rifle companies. I should be able to work with that. So in a Russian company, you have your headquarters team, or in a Russian rifle platoon, I'm sorry. You have a headquarters team, a machine gun team, a sniper team. In this game, at least, you have all of these things. And then your squads are 6-man squads. They do fire teams of 3 versus United States does a fire team of 4. In this game, you can also do a Ukrainian squad, and it's pretty much the same breakdown. There will be anti-tank in each of these squads. So you can break those squads into anti-tank teams, scouting teams. We'll get into that in a bit. Anyway, we don't really have much to work with. And with this as our element, I'm going to bring with us a reconnaissance battalion. So we can scout ahead. We'll see what we have with us. Technical, unmanned drone. These are actually pretty decent. If you're going with the Russian troops, you can use a reconnaissance battalion. It's very useful to have. And then finally, it's time to decide on our artillery. I don't really bring air support because all of this just looks expensive to me. And I haven't really experimented with it, so I'm not sure how well it will work out in the long run. It could be absolutely horrible. Or it could be amazing, and I just don't really know. So that's what I figured out. That's what works for me, is to bring this reconnaissance element, one of those BMP battalions, and then in this case, we're going to choose on our artillery. We don't have much to work with here, so I'm not going to go for like one of these big ones because I'd rather have more guns that have separate ammunition supplies than have one gun that has just barely any ammunition. So I'm going to go with heavy mortars because these are... So hear me out. If I'm up against tanks, I can take out I can take out BMPs of tanks. I can take out BMPs of mortars. I don't know if I can take out a tank with a mortar, but the odds of us going against tanks are not super high, and we have ATGMs for that anyway. You see, the thing I'm more concerned with is taking out like enemy infantry. We need to suppress them, so we're going to need to have these mortar batteries. We can purchase probably 4 of them. Oh man. Oh, so close. Just a few of these then. And we have 14 left, so I have 2 medium and 3 heavy mortar, and that should give us a nice effectiveness. So we can actually get into the game now. Holy crap. This is incredible. This internet connection is the best of all time. It has not lost any frames. That's incredible to me because when I was back at home, internet connection, absolutely. Whoa, there's actually sounds in this game? Yes. This is beautiful. Whoa. Yo. What the heck? Hey, shut up. Shut up. Crazy. Oh. 3 companies versus this. This is not gonna be... But the thing is that you have to consider, we might have only had 6,000 to spend, right? They also only had 6,000 to spend, so they're going to be looking at just as thin an amount of troops as we have. We're probably going to be fighting squad to squad on this one. is what I would figure. Now, here's some things we need to consider. They can probably place up to, like, right here. So, we need to take a look at this map and start planning things out, how I'm going to have things to do. So, the first thing I have that is kind of, like, this is the first thing I noticed with this map. You have, right here, just this massive ODA. This is not great, but obviously, if I place troops here, and there's people in these, yeah, that will not be good. There's also a nice forest area with a road here. This will probably not, I'm probably not gonna see them up this close, but I've had some battles where they can be pretty close to your spawn point, so I wouldn't recommend being stupid and putting your guys very exposed. Now, if this was a slight hill, and it kind of is a downward hill, we have the low ground though, which is not beneficial. However, they might not have the ability to view us. So you have to consider terrain in a very interesting way, especially when you're planning out how you're going to do these things. I'm going to break down my three. This is a platoon, so I should have, because a motor rifle, isn't that 3 companies, right? Do I have 3 companies or 3 platoons? I can't remember. Oh, there's companies. Okay, good. So this is first company, so I need to keep all of the first company guys together so that way they don't get separated, because it's organization, and plus if they are separated, it will cause issues. It will cause very big issues. So, like, because as far as communication goes, these flags, these are the leadership, the HQ element. So when these guys are with the rest of the guys, it's very important to have that, because that's communication right there. And communication is what keeps your guys from just running away because they got shot at by something that is scary to them for some reason. First, okay, so here's we have first battalion's 3rd platoon, 2nd company. Okay. I need, what is it? What are these? This one was first company, right? First company, 2nd platoon, and then we have first platoon, 2nd company, 2nd platoon, 2nd company. I guess, okay, here we go. I need to select all these guys, so I'm gonna double click and then. Dang. Okay, so here's my, this is first company. These guys might be a little exposed to that, which I would be concerned about, but I am not too worried. So the other thing we brought with us was these reconnaissance elements. These are very handy for the Russians. You can just use these and like you don't have to worry about these guys. They're not going to be fighting. It is technically able to fight. It's not meant to fight. These guys are like pretty much like cavalry scouts almost, except not as good in my opinion. But I mean, with the cavalry, if you play US and then you have cavalry scouts, that's like 4 guys. These guys have 6. That's the only difference really. But obviously you get a lot more teams with cavalry scouts because it's broken down into fire teams by the start, so you don't have to really have squads. This is 2nd platoon, 1st battalion, 2nd company, blah blah blah. 3rd platoon HQ for that. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I want to do. That's the difference. Like, I know what I'm doing. I just don't know what I want to do right now. We also have to consider this giant circle here. There's definitely guys in this. But once we get past all of this, we have this. And then that. So guys out here won't be able to see. And the main mission, right? So I should explain this before anything else. Our mission is to secure these 3 areas, okay? Most importantly, is this Stylyanka West, Major VP. Okay, we need to secure that. So that's the most important thing to secure. The rest of this stuff does not really matter that much, except, like, you don't have to destroy every enemy. You usually will end up destroying most of them. Wait, did I select the difficulty? What? I don't even remember what difficulty I set it to. I think I just completely skipped that part. Oops. We might be on the easiest difficulty, in which case I'm gonna absolutely destroy this, because that easiest difficulty, they don't even do anything, really. They just sit there. They just sit there and watch as you move up your pieces, and you don't even have to do things correctly. This is third company, so we need to move up third company. This is first company. So that's second company. What? Hold on a second. Are these guys first company? Yes. Who are these guys? First company. Who are these guys? First company. Second company. What? I knew that was wrong. I knew there was something wrong with that. Okay. Put them there in the middle of that for now. We need to move all of our first company guys together because friendship and rainbows. And then we also need to move all of our second company guys together. So these guys are already in the right spot. Like, we'll have second company on this corner. I'm gonna move our scouts out this way to do reconnaissance stuff. That's what they're gonna do. We need all of our third company guys, second company, third company, put them over here. And that should leave me with one more platoon from third company that I'm not doing anything with. That I can just put right there, right in the middle. Now, each of these elements, the US usually gives each element a forward observer piece. So we would have that on our side. But with the Russians, that's not the case. With the Russians, we have to just rely on this reconnaissance element that I brought with us, thankfully, because I know I could have assigned a forward observer team to each element if I wanted to, really. But I just chose to do it this way because why not? It's absolutely fantastic, right? It's amazing to do it this way. Okay. So we figured out what we're doing. Let's double check and make sure everything is not gonna go wrong. Because that's the worst thing that can happen, right? If something goes horribly wrong and then we lose 2 companies of guys and then half of this company decides, oh yes, I'm gonna quit. And then all you're left with is just 1 platoon and half of them are dead anyway. That's not what we want to happen. This is the worst thing that can happen, in fact. So, another thing, we're going to spread out these guys since they are probably in view of potential enemies. So, if they're spread out, it makes it less of a target. So if they got thermals or whatever the heck they might have, because we're up against Russia, we have to consider that they do have thermals, night vision, all that stuff. Even though it's not nighttime, it's important to consider these things, especially if you're going with the Ukrainians, because in this game, it was in 2017 that this game was made, and so they did not really consider the fact that Ukraine, like in the future, like they kind of predicted the future, but like Ukraine still only has like less high advanced technology in this game. They do have the BTR 4K, which is pretty nice. What was I gonna do? I need to hit the N key to move these guys. Move them there, and then move them there. Ready. Alright. We can also split these teams. So now I have more reconnaissance teams. But also, not just that I have more reconnaissance teams, it's that if these buildings are actually occupied, and the guys start shooting, I can have these guys bound instead. So that way I don't really have to worry about them getting cut in half as much or like getting killed as easily. Like what I mean is, if you have 3 guys, it's better to lose 3 guys than to lose 6 guys. So you don't bound everybody at once. That's in my experience what happens usually when you bound an entire squad, is that half of them die. Whereas if you bound just a team, it's usually okay because all of them will survive 90% of the time. Sometimes they might lose one guy, and if they lose that one guy, they might just run away because that's sometimes happens in this game. Alright, and time for opening moves. Since we've already got everything set up, the first moves we're going to do is getting these reconnaissance elements into buildings, right? We're just going to have one of these teams just sit back, and then the other one is going to move up. And then the HQ element's also going to sit back for now, so that we can figure out what's going on with that. These guys don't need to split up. That's the beautiful thing about having all of this tree line here, is that I can just walk these guys straight forward, straight through the tree line. It's amazing, right? And I can bring their HQ element with them, so that will give us extra communication. And then over here, I will have another thing happen where I will move up these guys. Like this. And make sure they stay in the trees. Because if they go on the road, I don't really know what we're up against. That's what's going on, okay? See, if I know what I'm up against, like, usually I'll be like, okay, I need to bring this, and probably this. In this case, I have no clue what I'm up against, and I'm restricted to only bringing infantry. So I have to be extra careful because infantry is really good for, like, defending. But when you're attacking, you need to have extra, like... Oh, is that artillery? Oh, that's another thing I need to consider is the enemy already going to be firing artillery? They always are. So, whether they have a spotter or not, they somehow manage to fire artillery instantly at the start of the game, every single time. So, I can always know I probably shouldn't walk my guys all the way forward. Look at all this. This is all HQ element for the battalion. So, that should be everything I need to do. I'm going to check the stream and... Wow, it looks beautiful. It looks beautiful. Oh, no, it doesn't. It looks grainy, but if you look at it in, like, the tiniest view possible, it looks beautiful. Okay. We're ready to go. I'm going to press this orange button, and things are going to happen. That's right. Things are going to happen, and it's going to be interesting. Alright. And... we'll give it a few seconds before I say... it's time to move up these guys as well, because you never know. Oh, holy crap. Dang. Oh. Crap. You guys better start sprinting. I don't think you're going to be making it through that one. On second thought, let's just have these guys not do that. These guys will be fine, probably. But those other guys? Yeah. Good luck. They might be hitting two spots, I think. I think they're hitting the woods over here as well. Sprint! Yeah. Okay. This is fine. So that's where they put the artillery at the start. So we already know that's where they're firing at, and that's where they're gonna start off with. Usually they have... I had one game. Oh, crap. Okay, they'll be fine. Maybe not. I mean, they are running. They are running. They have a chance. They have it. Oh, this is fine. This is fine. This is fine. They will make it. They will make it. Trust me. Nah, they're dead. They're dead. Okay. It's fine. We lost one recon squad. Acceptable losses. What are you guys doing? You guys have all three men? You all have 3 men. Okay. Nice. Unfortunately... we have lost one squad, they're shaken, and they're now pinned by artillery. So, oh, yeah, they're just all pinned now. Except for these guys, because these guys actually have managed to get past all of them. If I had noticed this sooner, I probably would have stopped them, to be honest. But it's fine, we don't really need that many recon squads anyway. Hurry up. Hurry up. Why are you... We've lost, hopefully not somebody important. Get in the building. We're gonna have to reconsolidate that squad. The great thing about infantry is that if you move up infantry, and like the enemy is gonna have a harder time seeing them than if you move up a vehicle for reconnaissance. However, if you move up a vehicle for reconnaissance, the vehicle can see a lot more because it has optics. Like there's special reconnaissance vehicles that have very fancy optics, like thermal optics and things. All of it is very useful. Oh, we have another squad here, just waiting to be used. We'll send them forward into this artillery fire now. Nah. I mean, honestly, like if you want to hide, this artillery fire will mask your position like smoke. If not better than smoke, honestly. Because thermals can see through smoke, but thermals cannot see through dirt. I do not believe they can see through like a sandstorm. I feel like that'd be just absolutely diabolical to have a sandstorm device that immediately makes a sandstorm on command. These guys are gonna demoralize the rest of my troops. I can't have this, so they better just get destroyed by all that artillery. Honestly, it's our only option. Dang. Wait, is that bullet fire? What are you guys up to? Well, I have to pay attention to these guys because they're doing the most interesting stuff right now. You check this ODA for us. There should be nobody in the ODA, right? I'll just send one. I should have sent one team forward, but oh, we already have visual on whatever the heck that it is. We're up against mechanized infantry then. At least mechanized. It could be mixed. We could have tanks and BTRs, but that's what we're up against. Is a BTR 90A. So to talk about the BTR, it is a infantry carrier vehicle. It has 8 wheels, and it's actually the easiest vehicle to deal with. The BMP is a little bit harder to deal with, but Russian vehicles typically go out pretty quick. So the easiest way to take care of that is for us to find if we have an AT element. We don't, so I'll have to send forward some infantry to take care of that. I'm going to split up these teams so that way I can better set up, since I don't really have much in the way of squads to throw around anymore. I'm going to have to split up these teams, especially since I don't really want them to get spotted. The best way to avoid this, split them. We have a BTR 90 there. These guys are dead. That's sad, but we have to accept the fact that we're gonna lose some guys. I think we could move our guys forward now. So let's go ahead and move up to these buildings. Now we know that the yellow area is where there likely is going to be a lot of contact around. So you can expect that was like seeing that was honestly to be expected. We only lost one guy, and he had an RPG 25 on him. Really? Really? Wait, what? These guys have RPGs? Okay, okay, that's beautiful. This guy is cautious right now, so I'm gonna move him forward slowly into the road so we can spot, because this will make him crawl to the road, and then we'll see if because we know that there's a BTR there. We just can't see it anymore because we somehow I've lost the ability to see that. And what I want is for one of my one of my teams to spot this. And then I will have also set these guys to, I can't set them to hide. Oh wait, I can. I'll set this guy to hide. This guy is going to be set to hide. Oh wait, he's got an RPG 7. V2. Ah, nice. We will bring that forward. Wait, actually, we'll bring forward the anti-tank team. So if I press this, I now have the anti-tank team. And what I can do is just send them forward, like so. So that now has, that's the anti-tank element of the HQ for this reconnaissance team. Now, with these HQ elements, you can also call in artillery and these, because we brought these with us. That's why the reconnaissance is a little bit expensive. It's not very expensive, but it costs a bit more because it's got drones. You can obviously take out the drones. Each platoon has a drone. You can use all of the drones by one platoon, or you could do whatever you want with that. These guys have managed to survive. Wonderful. I will now send them to the front. They are nervous, so we have to keep that in mind. Because if they have poor mental health, then they will just quit. That's what happens. That's just what they'll do. Because why not? They won't listen to you once they quit. Well, they will, and then they'll just walk forward, and they will just accept the bullets. Is what happens usually, which is not great. We're gonna split off an anti-tank element as well from this team, so you can only split off one team. But the reason I need this anti-tank element is so that way when we go forward, they will be ready to go, and they'll just be like, "Oh, there's a BTR there? Okay, I'll take care of that." Boom, got him. And then with this team, we also need to split off the anti-tank team. They will walk there. This team will walk here. And then these guys probably should also split off the anti... I think they lost their anti-tank team. No, they have their anti-tank team. Okay. This should be a good... okay, we have visual now. We are fighting a BTR. This is the anti-tank team with no anti-tank pieces. We're going to move up an infantry platoon now to go assist with this. So we're just going to hit N to move these guys up slowly. And then we'll split them up. We'll have them go up into the woods and then we'll split them off from there. It doesn't really matter. They can be in a close group or something like that, but bring up a machine gun as well. This is a PKP, I believe, or is PKM. So it's one of those two. RPK is the light machine gun. It's pretty much the Russian equivalent to the SAW. So we're now returning fire to these guys from... That's not the anti-tank team. Alright, anti-tank team, move up. Sprint, sprint, sprint. Get there. Yes, okay. Anti-tank team, go faster. Your guys are dying. Your guys are dying, anti-tank team. Hurry up. Yes. Yes! Yes! He's using his rockets. He's smart. He's actually using his rockets. Do you know how rare that is to have just the infantry anti... I should have brought an RPG platoon with me. I should have done that. I should have been like, oh yeah, I forgot that. How? How do you forget something as important as that? Like, quite literally the most important piece of this entire puzzle. What was that? At least we don't have like a massive ODA here where there's at least trees blocking their line of sight of what's going on to these BTRs right now. And a bit of a town, which we're going to eventually just call for our, like, artillery to destroy it. So... Which, it might be kind of just dumb. That would be wasteful, actually. Now, how is this BTR doing? Because I'm pretty sure the RPG is able to take out this. We must have missed. This is the BTR 80A. 80 Alpha. Alright, there's one of the platoons is moving forward. This is actually, like, the most clear area, and that makes sense because you don't have any elements on this side that we need to really worry about. Like, you don't... This is a distance away from this, so you're not gonna see them placing much here, but this is also a really thin tree line. So that means they're probably gonna be able to see us if they have tanks here. And tanks have thermals. Be scared of the tanks. Especially since we're against Russian tanks. We might be against T-90s or T-72s. T-72s is what we want, because a T-72 is a lot less dangerous and less advanced than a T-90. But that's not to say Russian tanks are dangerous. I'm just saying I'd rather be against a T-72 than a T-90. Russian tanks are pretty easy to destroy in these games, usually. If you play as the United States and you have javelins, then it just makes it really easy. But the problem is, these guys suck. I don't know if we're on the easiest difficulty. I hope we're not. I hope we're on the normal difficulty, the regular one. Are you guys out of RPGs? You guys need to take out those targets, right? You guys can do that. They're in the trees. That sounds stupid, but they're in the trees, so I can't fire RPGs. Oh, there we go. Hit him, hit him. Hit him with one of them. This better not miss. You better not hit a tree. How do you miss so bad? Fire again before they catch on. What? The tank is gone. Dang it. Well, that's fine. You know what I can do? You know what's wonderful? You know what I love to do, and I'm going to do right now? Just give me a second. Just give me a second. We'll fix this. Area target. Oh, I can't actually get a line of sight on that. Return fire. Hit their vehicle. Hit their vehicle, dude. You have an RPG. Wait, is this the AFV squad? This should be the AFV. That's second squad. That's a rifle squad. If we hit the thing, where is my anti-tank team that I had up here? I had an anti-tank team. Did we lose? We used the anti-tank and missed. Why? Why are they so bad? Maybe it's just because they don't understand how to use anti-tank weapons effectively. But don't worry, because I'm about to fix that by just splitting up this team and then sending them forward. These guys actually probably should know what they're doing to some degree. They have a machine gun in their squad. They have better tools, right? I can't call for fire because these guys aren't trained to call for fire. They suck at that. We're gonna set a machine gun right here. Just why not? Once you get there, what you're gonna do, machine gun team, is you're gonna deploy your weapons so that way you can hit targets more. Actually, you're gonna deploy there. Can I? What? Don't deploy your weapon. Don't. You're just gonna go to here. You're gonna go to here. Then you're gonna deploy the weapon. Brilliant. Now they know what to do. I've told them how to do it effectively. You just have to click to indicate map facing. I don't know what I pressed, but it was not WASD. It was not WASD. What are you doing? You're running through the woods like that? Like we're flanking them for some reason. Why are you doing that? Why? I did not say, let's go through the woods and flank. No, I did not say that. I said, let's just go ahead and do things that make sense. This does not make sense at all. Why? Why make stupid decisions like this? At least the BTRs have not seen us, even though they have at least some kind of spotting capabilities. I'm not familiar too much with the BTR's spotting capabilities. I just know that if you look at this, that looks like an IR spotlight. It has two side. Oh, I think it spotted us. It spotted us before. Yes. Keep running. You'll make it. How the heck did it spot those guys, but not these guys? I think some business is going on here. Well, okay, these guys, we're gonna hit Bravo and make them run. Or not. They're just not gonna run. They're done with running. They've quit. Okay. Do you guys have the ability to take out that? Anti-tank team, go forward. You're gonna go ahead and destroy. You're gonna close with and destroy the enemy. Go. We have. Hello. Thank you for. Nice. Finally, one of the ATGMs took out a BTR. Beautiful. Look at the penetration. So much of damage. And they're still fighting. They're knocked out. That means they can't move the turret. That's good. That's good. Okay. All right. So we're gonna reconsolidate the ATGM squad with that. Actually. Okay. The machine gun team is taking care of the AFV group that got out of that. This guy can still actually use his ATGM RPG 7v2. It's obviously not meant to engage tanks. I don't know why I call it ATGM. It's a good anti-light armor weapon. You take it up against armor like a tank, you're probably not gonna do too good, but we lost the ATGM on this one, so this team is actually useless now. Stop running forward. You guys are gonna split your teams. You're gonna combine your teams. You guys are going to combine your teams, right? Actually, yeah. Do it. Combine your team so I can split off the anti-tank element, which is what happened earlier. One of the teams I just not realized. Earlier I didn't split the team by an anti-tank element. Also, these RPG guys are technically grenadiers. They do have grenade launchers, but it's an RPG grenadier. Whatever that means. Stop screaming, dude. It's unnecessary. It's uncalled for. Okay. Why do we have 4 guys instead of... Oh, that makes sense, right? These guys must be scared. No, they're cautious. Okay. Move this way. Hurry up and sprint. We gotta take out that last piece of enemy equipment. Stop doing that. Oh, they're returning fire to us. They have whatever they're doing down there. Yeah, I can tell it's on the easiest difficulty though, because one of the things that indicates that is that I know everything about their troops, so I can be like, oh, they're cautious. They have that should not happen on the normal difficulty I'm used to playing on. We might need to bring up more guys. Don't worry. We'll bring up more guys. Move forward. You guys are gonna move forward together, and then you guys also will go forward. Nice. I see another weapon. Yes, we're just gonna call it a weapon for now. These guys should be able to hold their own for a little bit, so we'll just let them do that. I don't need to call for fire or anything, too. Do these guys have anti-tank weapons? These guys do. That's good. We'll just bound them forward. No. Just send the whole squad forward. Stupid. Stupid. Absolutely stupid. Okay. So we need to start moving up the rest of these platoons because we have a lot of stuff we need to take care of, obviously. We've already found out there's nothing over here, so there's nothing for us to be concerned with. Although, this is just like a big area. Like, you see this here? It might be useful, like this area here, right? You see this big field, this open area? That's just useless to me, right? I can't really work with that. I can't move my guys through that because it's just infantry. If it's vehicles, you might get away with it because they're fast enough to move through there, but it's not really worth the risk, even if it's vehicles. I heard that they rotated this vehicle. Ah, okay. That's all they had there? Was that all they had? That can't be everything they had. We'll move guys up to here. We'll find out. We'll figure it out. We'll get to the bottom of it. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna figure everything out. Don't worry. Don't worry at all. Send forward this guy. These guys will go in the back. I like to keep the leadership behind all the guys because the leadership is probably more. No, I'm joking. Sometimes. Because sometimes they're not actually, like, when I have vehicles, I might roll them up first because, like, it gives a little bit of a buffer between the guys who are actually going to have more weapons that I might use. But sometimes I think that might not be a great idea. Holy crap, we could actually flank those. Ha! Yeah, let's go ahead and do it. Alright, you guys will just flank. Try to flank them. I know you guys aren't meant to fight, but you guys have... You have an RPG-7 on your side, so trust me, I think it will play out to our advantage in my liking as well. That's all they have for A-Team is just 2 guys. 2 guys. we have more ATGMs or weapons that can fight against? Oh, we lost. We lost our AK-47M. It's fine. These guys have. They have an RPG. Can you guys do something about those tanks, right? Those BTRs. I know they're not tanks, but they might as well be tanks in this case, because all we have is infantry, so they can't really do too much against a BTR. Wait, we have another RPG. Ah, we found another BTR in the woods. Backspace. You're going to go ahead and look at that BTR, and you're going to destroy it. Holy crap, that's not good. That's fine, it's just reconnaissance right here. Aggressive reconnaissance. It's fine. Oh, no. Oh. That's fine. You guys will stop running that direction right now. You guys will now low crawl to this direction. Actually, you guys are dead. They're backing up for some reason. I don't know why they're backing up. They're running away. Okay, I think we have them with this flanking maneuver. It was a very effective strategy. Where's my other infantry element? They're moving through the woods right now, okay? They're going to take a little bit to get here. They have to do land nav. Oh crap, we lost. Well, can this guy just run at the tank and fling himself at it? Or the BTR? I think he can run and fling himself at the vehicle. So that might be an effective plan right there. Alright, let's... Okay, so we've already destroyed a lot of their forces. Let's just move up a bit. Deploy the weapon there. Yeah, deploy the weapon there. Do that. Move the snipers up, too. And then we'll also have these guys move forward. These guys are now afraid for some reason, so... We'll cancel all of their movements, and then we'll hit B. Or I. To get them to the next position. That should work out pretty well. You guys stop moving. Just sit there. I think I was stupid to do that. Because they still obviously have more BTRs in the woods. We can't really back down from this. Well, actually, we just now put our guys in a pretty good spot. Except there's a stupid little berm in the ground that he can't shoot his RPG over. What? Just grow an inch taller and you'll be able to shoot the RPG in there. Because we need to take out that BTR. It's the most important thing, right? We don't have drones, okay? We have to send you in to do it. Perfect. That's exactly what I'm asking for. Just waste those RPG shells. It doesn't matter. We have to scare this thing. And he's not turning, right? He's not turning. Okay. I'm going at this too fast. That's what I'm doing. We need to slow down. We need to stop sending everything we have from one platoon at just a bunch of BTRs that we don't really know what they're doing there because we haven't really done enough. We haven't done much. We're going too fast is what I'm saying, right? I'm gonna also move up this entire company since I just said that. Why not? I know it's contradictory, contrary to what I just said, but I have to move them up because I want to get them closer to the front, as well as these guys. Just all of these guys? Yeah, move them up. Put them right there in the woods. And I'm going to hit Alt-P to see all of their trails and make sure they don't exit the woods on accident. Because that would be the worst thing we could have, is giving away our position. Hell yeah, that's actually amazing. Did we actually hit it? Apparently not, because RPG-7s are just garbage, apparently. I'm sure that's accurate. I mean, I know it's an unguided missile. Okay. Let's slow down. Let's do things correctly. We don't really know what's ahead of us for these guys. So, scout team is 2 riflemen. We will have them sprint over to there. Then I'm going to split off a anti-tank team, and I will also have them... The anti-tank team cannot sprint. You're telling me he cannot sprint with all of the stuff he's supposed to be able to sprint with? That's absolutely incredible to me. And not in a good way. Yes, and we'll also split off another anti-tank team. Because what I've realized is that the BTR cannot actually see two guys very well. That's how these guys have not been shot at yet. They're only now getting shot at after three shots. And you know what's great about that? Is that means I can just have them go back into the woods, do one of these. Oh, we're actually taking fire. Is that IDF, or should I cancel this entire company moving up just because it's IDF? I think that is IDF. Fire, indirect fire. If it is IDF, then I have to stop the company from moving forward. I can't have them walk into artillery. I know I've done it before. That's why I don't want to do it again, because I know what happens. They walk into artillery, they will all die. I mean, it should be common sense, right? But it was not common sense for me when I decided, yes, I'll just walk this entire company forward even though it's the start of the game. And then I just lost them all. That was absolutely awful and bad on my decision. But that's the great thing about making mistakes, is that you can always learn from just being absolutely stupid. That's the best way to learn, in my opinion. It's just to be as stupid as you can, because honestly, it's hard to be smart. So, and you'll learn more from being stupid anyway. This is going well. This is going beautifully, because I have not found a single BTR here. Except for up here. But that will be fine, because soon enough I will have my secret weapon available at my disposal, ready to go. Alright. Scout team, move forward. Automatic rifle team, sprint to that building there. I don't know, I don't care how far it is. I need you guys to sprint, like, even if it's like a 1,000 meters, you guys need to just run. Okay, we need to get there. The ATGM teams are doing good. Everything is looking like there's absolutely nothing going on here. I'm gonna set in some more support by fire pieces, like these snipers. They're technically support by fire. It might not seem like they can support by fire, but I would sure hate to have like the guy next to me get shot in the head by a sniper and then realize, oh, there's snipers there. I have to sit in cover because I'm suppressed now by sniper fire, which is it's a different form of suppression, but it still is effective suppression. Obviously, the psychological element to it as well. Ah, we've spotted the enemy. Stop moving forward. We need to get ATGM or BTRs in the building. Go. So the 7.62 from whatever machine gun that is, the PKP runs 7.6. Well, pretty much all the Russian machine guns. Only thing that doesn't is RPK, and I think the PKM can run 5.54. 5.54 is a good round. I don't know if it can run 5.54. I think it might just run 7.62. Because I don't think they've thought of that. They have the RPK to where it can fire the 5.54 now. I don't know how common that is, but I know that it can run 5.54 or 5.45 or whatever the heck the round is. Obviously, we can use smoke, but I don't. It doesn't really work well in this game. How do you miss? How? Look at that! Look at that! He's panicking now. All the snipers are dead. We have just one of these guys left. Okay. Okay. Well, that's gonna be fun to take care of. We need to move up a bit more of our guys. We don't really want to reveal our full hand, but we'll get those guys grouped up. This guy needs to go into this building. Get into that building right there. That's fine. That works for me. You guys can just sit in this building until you are not panicking anymore. They did take fire. They did take fire at him. No line of sight. What? What's blocking the sight? Dude. Oh. It's the building. The building's not got windows on that side. Wow. Take him out. That is beautiful. Abracadabra. Nobody knows that joke. Nobody's gonna understand. Nobody's gonna understand the joke. Okay. These guys can't actually sprint. Like, they can't. They can go faster. They can walk a little faster. Somehow RPGs weigh that much. Well, I would figure that honestly, I don't blame them. Sometimes that stuff can get pretty heavy. Dang! Man, just barely made it. Oh man, he must have took like a piece of shrapnel or something. He's orange now. He's pinned. Oh. Holy crap. What am I supposed to do with that? Like, I can't really do anything against those BTRs. That's the problem. I can't do anything against these. My hand is tied. I really can't do much against them. I mean, I can move my guys forward again to try shooting the anti-tank weapons, but it's just not working out. We're gonna move a headquarters element forward, and I'm just gonna call for fire on them. I think is what I'm gonna have to do. These guys can call for fire. No, these guys can though. That's good. Call for. Oh. Hold on. One thing I must do first. We will see if they have Tunguska, because that is a terrible weapon for them to have, and not us. If they have Tunguska, we're doomed. But let's get a good idea of this area, because I am kind of curious. So let's just max out this observation area, and then just see what we got. Observe as soon as possible. Delivery 1 minute. And the thing is that on the easiest difficulty in this game, everything will be delivered in 1 minute. So I can just be like, time doesn't matter. Time does not matter. Doesn't matter when my artillery is going to arrive. It's going to arrive very soon, so don't you worry. This is a little close for comfort, but don't worry. It's going to be okay. It's going to be fine. It's going to be just fine. We're going to go with... Let's go with heavy. Let's go with quick. And then let's go with general. And do that immediately. It'll take 3 minutes. Yes, thank you. Whatever the heck you said. Yes, do it. We're going to just wait and see what happens next. Because I can assure you, it's going to make these guys have a bit of a problem for themselves. Okay? And then we will be able to take out these guys. What was that? Oh, these guys again. They're returning fire. Casualty gunner. How is the mission going for that? Have we spotted anything? No. Unfortunate. Wow. No, that's a lot of damage. We're going to go ahead and split off an anti-tank team. Move forward the anti-tank element right up to right there. And do that again. That we just split teams that time. That works. That will work for me. I will be fine with that. We can just place the anti-tank element there. Anti-tank team, go all the way over to here, and we'll take out. Yes, good. Is that the artillery?
Пристрелка. Принято. Корректируйте огонь.
I have no idea what he's saying.
Пристрелка.
Definitely the artillery. That's what's going on here.
Принято. Принято.
What? What has happened to my guys?
Разреши отбой.
They're dead. What was that?
Пристрелка. Принято. Принято.
That's how bad they just called for fire. They put the call for fire in the very wrong spot. They put it in the middle of the woods.
Разреши отбой.
They're bad at shooting. They're bad. The mortar team must really suck. They must really suck. Like, there's a certain level of suck that is kind of acceptable. But putting shots that are like so far off target that they go off the map. Talk about danger close. This is danger everywhere. This is not danger close. It's danger for everything. It's gonna go everywhere. It's gonna be like all the way out here. Kill all these guys as well. Literally, it's already on its way out there.
Накрытие цели, прием.
Unless this is them calling for fire.
Принято, беглый огонь.
Yes, good. Hit the wheels. He's got pop tires. Now he's got to go to Goodyear to get the new wheels. It's unfortunate that they can't make tires anymore. Yes! Beautiful, beautiful display of motor technology, motor goodness right there. Immobilize. That's beautiful because you know what that means? That means he cannot actually, he's going to be really annoyed because he's not going to have this vehicle to actually do anything. Hit it again. Beautiful. I don't think the BTR is going to be fine after that. We now know that they have BTRs down here in the woods. Beautiful. That's okay because if they're in the woods, then hopefully they won't be able to see us as good. That's the beautiful thing is it works both ways. I can not see you. You probably already have seen me if you're in the woods, honestly. All right, let's move forward. Something that's not valuable, not gonna be a bad thing to lose. Okay, let's move forward like a squad that's already half dead anyway. Like, let's just have them go forward, like a little team of these guys. Then we'll just wait and see what they have to say. Is there still BTRs there, or did they finally run away because we destroyed them so good? Let's move up, whatever the heck this element is, and just have them sit right here. I don't know what's in these woods. We'll find out. Okay, we have now learned that we have a headquarters element for their second company, which we wouldn't know in regular difficulty. Oh, the BTR is returning fire. No line of sight on target. That's a shame. Let's see. What can we do against that? Let's move up these guys. Deploy your weapon. Move up these guys. Move up these guys. Move up these guys. And then move up pretty much everything we have here and just do it all at once because they can't see, so I have to move them forward. I think that's the best option. Boom! Hit the wheels again. That's how bad these RPG-7s appear to be. There we go. That was it. That did it. Knocked out. It can't fight. These guys are deploying their machine guns, so they're just going to be a minute before they can actually... Ah! You're kidding me. No. Move forward slowly. Yeah, press this button. I'll see what's going on now. Just a second. Just a second. What is going on? What else is going on? Somebody did view the video. Whatever that means. They're still watching the video. Impressive. Okay, I'll just hit this button again. Continue the fight. Yes. Beautiful. that was quite dramatic. He RPG and then just immediately scream. Okay, but that's a good thing. We now can see these guys, and these guys can probably shoot them, but they're too busy deploying. Oh, good job. The snipers took them out. That's beautiful. They've never actually been useful, ever. Until now. Okay, move up to that BTR we just knocked out, so that way you guys can take cover behind it and then shoot at this other BTR. We've gained the advantage here, so we now are able to push into Studianka East, or whatever the heck that is. Studianka? I have no clue how to say Anyway, these guys will just shoot at these guys while these guys do some spotting as they move forward. Very slowly, because apparently that's how they have decided is the best way to move forward. Oh, we've spotted the other BTR is still intact. How about you guys start sprinting? How about you guys start sprinting, dude? You really need to start sprinting. It's not a choice. It's you have to. Otherwise, we're gonna lose 2 more guys, and I really would not like to do that. Guys are useful to have, so that way I can win. I don't want to lose. Obviously, losing's bad. We'll just move everybody forward. Move forward the snipers so they can clean up the mess that we've just produced. This is going beautiful. It's actually going well. Like, I had no idea if I split everything down just into anti-tank teams, it'd be beautiful. But apparently that's what happened. And that's done. I've taken it out. Haha. Yes. Okay, that's the angle of attack. We had the BTR confused. We came out of nowhere. Surprised it. Oh my goodness. Man, this is so much fun. I did not think making a stream of this would be so much fun to do. I just thought I enjoyed this game, but making a stream, it makes it like 10 times better. Although the stream probably is not looking as good as it could. Okay, can you guys target that? Beautiful. What I'm gonna ask you to do is... Oh, beautiful. Somebody else already did it for you guys. Well, half the work is for you guys. What? You guys are just shooting your AKMs at this thing? What? Why? Why? Why do you have to be so crude? Why can't you just use your beautiful RPG-7 rockets? Oh, it worked. How the heck? They just shot, bro, they just shot AKs at a BTR and it somehow turned out good for them. What? That never happens. Never. I've never seen it happen to where small arms fire takes out BTR. I knew it could happen. That's so rare. It's gotta be. Can't be common. I mean, they aren't like at a tank, so it is possible to do, but I figured it's never gonna happen. I'm never gonna see that happen. Nope, I just saw it happen. Crazy. Crazy. And anyway, we need to figure out how I'm gonna take out these BTRs, or how I'm gonna at least move through this area to get to that. So I have a tree line here. I'm gonna be able to shoot all my guys through this, and then put them into these buildings probably, so I can figure out what the heck is going on with this, because I can't see in that. I don't even know if my UAV can see in that. My UAV thing. Ah, we found also there's a bunch of other guys in the woods. These guys are still targeting that thing because why not? Oh, okay, I can see the rest of their element as well. So I can move these guys up too. Move up the machine gun, move up the snipers for that element, and then move up the rest of this rifle squad so we can figure out what the heck we're gonna do. Here we have a rattled squad, so that means rattle is pretty much close to getting to the point where they're gonna be like, I don't want to fight anymore. And when that happens, it's very bad. Because then they'll just decide, I'm gonna run away, and then they get blown up anyway. And like, they could have shot a few more shots, and they just not decided to run away. And they might have done something a little good for us. Like, they might have spared 2 more guys just to shoot those extra shots. So here we have a gunner and a driver, and they're just running. Except the driver's dead, so he can't be running anymore. He's dead. And we lost contact with them anyway. Alright, let's move up. These guys are also nervous. Now, it seems they can go down from rattled, right? Right? Yeah, it seems like that's what can happen, but we're going to move these guys forward. We have... These guys can move into the woods there. These guys can move into the building there, and then actually, we'll have them move into that one. So that's going to happen. We're going to shoot some observers through here and place them right here. Figure out what's going on with the woods there. As you can see, this BTR, if I take this BTR, I can just... I can't actually do that. That'd be so cool if I could. But it probably can shoot like here and like in this area. So in those open areas, we gotta be a little careful with that. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna situate these guys up in the woods. As we've seen, 7.62 can take out a BTR. It's not really a good idea to do that. But I'm gonna set this guy up here, so that way, as we take out these BTRs, the guys jumping out will just get shot by the machine gun, and it will work out for me. It will be beautiful. We'll move up some snipers as well. That's another useful thing. These guys can also do the same job. We'll move these guys up as well. And then these guys will go through the woods also. And we'll just have everybody else sit behind. These guys will sit behind. The HQ squad, whatever element sits there. These guys move up and go into the position with these guys, but a little bit to the side, so that way I know who they are. We're fighting right there against AFV crews. So those guys lost their BTR and they're now just running around. Clueless. Dead. You can't run around when you're dead. I don't know how that works. Yes. I'm going to go ahead and move forward this element into this building here. This is the machine gun team. And then I will have this machine gun team go into the other building. And then they are going to run into that building because they're going to be exposed for a little bit. So I might as well have them run. And once they're in the building, they're going to be fine. Once you get to the building, A-okay. There's nobody in those buildings. Unless there is. But usually, the only time you'll encounter guys in buildings is, in this game, is on urban maps. So it's not really realistic. Because honestly, if I'm out in the open in like a farm, like in a rural environment, and I just see like a bunch of guys roll up with machine guns and stuff, and I would be like, oh, I got this building right next to me. I'll just go jump inside this thing. I don't understand why there's not going to be guys in this building. Wait, are these guys pinned by an HQ element that's only got one guy, and it's not even the commander. It's whatever the heck this guy is. I have no clue. Move forward some RPGs as well. Oh, I can see enemy movement. We are against something very awful that I do not like to see, especially since I did not bring any AT-4 Charlie is what it is called, but that is the anti-tank weapon, I believe. They also have they have several anti-tank weapons. Skiff, some other stuff. Skiff is a good one, I think. Obviously, MGS-17 is a pretty good weapon. We're gonna move our guys in those buildings. Tanks are good against guys in buildings. Tanks are very annoying, especially to go against them when you have just infantry. If you have Bradleys or like BMPs going against the tank, it's kind of okay. You have to have infantry with them to actually make it to where it will work. Otherwise, you're just going to end up with a dead infantry fighting vehicle because they're not meant to go toe-to-toe with tanks. But they can. They can go toe-to-toe with tanks if you have at least two of them or you have some guys with them who also have anti-tank weapons. Then it's able to go against a tank and it's quite easy. There's a lot of things to consider with vehicles and mechanized infantry, especially with like what types of vehicles you have. Like you obviously have your ICV and your IFV. Difference being one has 8 wheels and the other one has tracks. It might not even have 8 wheels. Some places might do it different. They might have 4 wheels or 6 wheels or 12 wheels or something stupid like that. It might seem stupid, but for them, and they have a good reason for it, they think. I might not think it's a good reason, but who am I to say it's not a good reason? It might work perfectly amazing for them because they might have a different strategy. Let's move up some more snipers. I don't really use snipers usually, but in this case they've done something that has impressed me. They actually shot their rifle and they actually took out like one guy from an AFV squad, so they're pretty much my vultures now. Except this. Where is the tank at? Oh, we have quite a... Where was the tank? I saw it go down the street right there. How do I lose a tank? It's a big thing. How? It's not like it's invisible. It might be invisible, honestly. Alright. We're gonna move forward. But we're gonna do it in a way that we're not gonna be stupid, okay? You guys can do that, correct? What platoon is this? You guys can do that, second platoon. You guys can be smart. Don't worry. I 100% trust that you guys will not do something dumb and get melted by a T-90, potentially. I think that was a T-90. I think that is what I spotted. We'll spot it again soon enough. How is our UAV in the area? Pretty good. It covers the area where the tank is. The tank's here. It's gotta be. It had to go into the. Unless the UAV isn't doing anything. Okay, so I have a tank. What am I gonna do about a tank? I don't know yet. I got an idea. I got a bit of an idea. This is a pretty bad idea, as you would expect this not to work. Well, it seems like it's a bad idea. I'll say that instead. So we're gonna just go ahead and say I want a fire mission in the direction I saw the tank at. Do we have anything that can spot that? I can't get a line of sight from here. So what I'll do is I'm gonna have these guys run to this building all the way out, and actually run to that building. That one you can get to. I'm gonna have them run to there. That's what they're gonna do. Everybody else is gonna move into this building so we can secure just a foothold and then advance forward a bit. So we're gonna get some good visuals and figure out, is there a tank, where the tank is, and then I'm gonna just call for fire on the tank. I think that's probably the most optimal solution to this problem. And I always say that's the most optimal solution to most problems, but I don't really think I understand if it is the most optimal now. We have an RPG-26. We have an RPG. I mean, both of them work. So, like, I'm not sure. Just put these guys up here. I can see that the BTR is not moving. Can you guys spot that from here? You guys can't engage it from there. Can you? Okay. So we're gonna call for fire on everything in that area anyway. Like, I'm not sure why I'm too worried about getting RPGs up there, but the thing I'm really concerned about is the tank, because a tank is very bad. If they have a tank, it's worse than BTRs. Like, BTRs, I can go toe for toe with those guys with just my infantry guys. But if I have to go against a tank, it's a bit of a different story, because the only thing I think that we have that might take out a tank is that RPG-26. And I don't even know if that can take out a tank, because I'm not familiar with that weapon. I'm familiar with the RPG-7. It's not... RPG-7 could probably take out a tank. It's a tandem warhead, so that... maybe, but I doubt it could do that. I doubt with modern equipment it can take out a tank. I doubt in its abilities, because I would rather doubt than find out the hard way that it doesn't work. So, I don't know. Tell me how you would think of that. I could do that. It's a waste, though. It's only one BTR. It's not worth my time to just shoot at mortar shells at one BTR. Let's get that squad up a little bit further so I can see if there's a tank out there. And if there is a tank, we're going to take out the tank. That's what we're going to do, using everything else. We're going to move up to, everybody else as well. So that way we're getting forward and figuring out our life problems all at the same time. These guys are doing a good job. They called for what they were supposed to call for, and they did what they're supposed to do. This BTR... Oh, I see why we can't actually hit it. It's in a divot. So we actually, from our position, this thing, we can only see the turret. At most. Actually, we would be able to see the top of that from this side. That means we'd get a oh, yes, yes. Go ahead and sprint forward. Let's go ahead and take that out, because we have the advantage on it. It's like, that's the worst position for that thing to be in, Like, if from this angle, right here, that's the best angle you could get of it. Like, you still have the top of it. You still have the top, so it's not got defilade. It's doomed. It's got doom. That's what it's got. Wow. I mean, it might deflect an RPG. It might, but I'm pretty sure the RPG will take it out. All right. Let's go ahead and move into the woods. We'll have one fire team go forward. Since we know there's a tank. Why tanks are good at taking out infantry is a couple reasons. First reason, you can't really destroy a tank that easily. Second reason, they can take a lot of bullets. That goes in the first reason, actually. So, second reason, they have machine guns, and they usually have a coaxial machine gun. Sometimes they will have just the I don't even know what you call it. It's not manual. It's the one they can fire from inside the tank that goes on the top of the tank. The computer controlled turret, I guess, is the way of saying it. I know there's a word for it. I don't. It's in pause. Just unpause. We have to figure things out. We're literally an hour into this battle, and we haven't made it through the first objective. This is bad, because if they still have the major, it's going to be. Oh no. Oh. The BTR took out one guy. Oh, he just shot at them. He didn't even take anybody out. They were like, ah, it's a BTR. I didn't see it. Your job is to take out the BTR. That's all it is. And you're going to just run from it. Why? Oh, we just shot sniper bullets at that thing. Did you guys actually hit it though? It's just rattled. Machine gun. The third squad just has their squad leader. That's all they have. I think that's their squad leader. Oh, no, they're just getting out of the vehicle, but we're able to shoot at them really good. Oh, hey, we got guys from this building shooting at them. Dang. Oh, they got mortars on us. They got mortars on our positions. No, that's a tank. That's a tank. That's the tank. We just haven't spotted it. Where is the tank? Oh, it's right here. Is this the tank? That is an artillery observation vehicle. Oh, I think I know what's going on, and I think I know what I need to do. I think I need to call for fire on... Just send, like, 4 mortars. I said 4 mortars, not 1 mortar. Okay, I guess we can't do that then. Oh, that's probably because there's a difference in the size of the mortar. I didn't know size matters. Just blow everything up in that area. Go for heavy, go for medium, and go for general, because we're not up against just infantry. If I was against infantry, I'd go personnel. General, immediate. 3 minutes. Yes, yes, good. The tank. Where the heck is the tank? Those are observation vehicles. I thought those were tanks, but is it just they look like tanks, or? I mean, that is a BMP. It says PRP4M. That's a BMP. I believe that... No, it's not actually a BMP. That's a bit different from a BMP. Well, that's an MTB Lu. So that's just a regular armored personnel carrier. But this is a BMP too, technically. So it has a machine gun instead of. that's a stupid looking machine gun. Dang. Goofy machine gun. Well, there's their tank. We have spotted their tank, and now we're shooting and not hitting their tank. We're firing for 0 effects. It's a good thing we called for fire on their positions. I'm just gonna say that, even though I missed their tank completely.
Корректируйте огонь. Отбой.
Good, good. Yes, hit their targets. Hit the targets, please. Do it sooner because. Good, good. Yes. Put those guys up there, I guess.
Разрыв вижу.
Split teams. Give me the anti-tank. Ah, fine. Oh crap. We better get up there fast. They're kind of shooting IDF at us right now. Or that is my IDF missing again. Which usually seems to be what happens.
Пристрелка. Принято.
I'm gonna move up these guys. I got a plan. I think. It's a stupid plan, but it's going to work. We're gonna leave these guys here.
Пристрелка. Принято. Разрыв вижу.
Пристрелка.
Принято. Пристрелка. Разрыв принято.
Ah.
Разрыв вижу.
Oh crap. They're shooting at our guys.
Пристрелка.
Разрыв вижу.
They just have 2 guys left.
Принято.
This is a pretty decent, sizable element they have here up against it with just a couple of teams. Like that's literally like this is like a company size element, I think. Pretty much a equally sized element of tanks and BTRs. With infantry as well. It seems you don't see the infantry until they get out of the IC.
Накрытие цели, прием.
This means they have a lot of BTRs though.
Принято.
Likely.
Огонь, отбой.
A lot.
Накрытие цели.
Разрыв вижу.
Can you just hit it faster, more faster with the artillery? Yes, that's what I want to see. Make their tanks run away. Make their BTRs just destroyed, please. Do that. I think he said fire for effect. I think that's what he just said. That's pretty good. Look at that. We have just ended, maybe created a new problem because it might destroy a few buildings, but this is working pretty good. This is working amazing. They're not going to survive this. Well, actually, apparently they are. Somehow. Just keep hitting it, keep hitting it. We haven't sent for a long time, so they won't survive. There's no chance of that. But, good news is, I can... Those guys in the trees are dead. They're totally dead. I can move forward with the I can move those guys. Oh, we're just running them into their death. Just run for that building. Go, 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 go. Go for that building. These guys will be fine. I don't. Holy crap! Hey, can you call call ceasefire, please? I think. Oh, they're done. Oh, we got rid of all the BTRs. Yes. Well, that worked out. It wasn't the best. It killed some of our own guys because I like to do this thing where I go, I will just send the artillery to take care of that. We'll just have them shoot this area. It'll be super precise. And then all of a sudden, all of the shells land on my guys. It's fine. Alright, let's go ahead and figure out what the damage is. Send forward this A-team where they only got 2 guys. Sprint them forward to the building. Yes, go. Sprint! Now these guys will go to the trees. They'll become one with the trees. They speak the language of the trees. And then the rest of these guys will go to this building here. Because I think that's a good idea, so... I'm not even gonna have a support by fire, because I don't think we... The BTR is still there. Hold on. I got an idea. We'll take out that BTR real quick, too, while we're at it. These guys will just be the distraction while these guys go ahead and... So this way they don't get scared again. I don't think the BTR's there. No, it's just one guy with an AKM. Oh, and an SVD Dragunov. And AK-74M. Oh, yeah, they took out the 2 guys. Hold on, stop running. Let's get some ATGM up on that thing. Yes! Oh, there's the tank. Oh, there's the tank. Oh, crap. Dang, dude. That tank is, it's a little different now. It's on the enemy side. Oh, and it's behind a BTR. So if we hit the If we shoot at the tank, we're just gonna hit the BTR and then nothing's gonna happen. You guys need to get into that building now. I don't care if you guys have like RPGs or something heavy that you don't want to run to the building for. You guys need to get to that building. Like, we have to get to that building. You should all retreat into the woods. Just, we taken out the BTR. We done what we need to do. Get into the woods. Okay. Okay, things are working out. They're panning out to expectation. This guy, we just lost the commander, so it's a problem, isn't it? These guys are not pinned, thankfully, so this guy can still call for fire. Whoever we have left can call for fire, which is good because I kind of need to. I'm gonna just call for fire right on the tank. That's what I'm gonna do. Just the tank, nothing else. Nothing else matters. Okay. Only thing I need to take out is that tank and the BTR right next to it. So let's get some. I haven't really used the medium mortars, but they won't do the job. We need a point target. You can't actually see there. So you're telling me I had you sprint all the way to this building through like 8 BTR firing arcs just for nothing? Okay, well then I see how it is, and I will just sneakily move these guys into the woods and then have these guys do the same so we can attack from a different angle, since I think that's what needs to happen. It's probably gonna work this way. Oh, what do they got here? Oh, that's just that thing? I think you need to call for fire on it again. I think you need to call for fire on them again. Okay. He is... Stop moving. Okay, BTR gone. Boom. Perfect. What's firing at us from this way? 'Cause I saw bullets heading up this way. I don't like that. That tank is annoying. That tank is a real problem. How about you go to here? And then RPG goes into this building. You will go into this building. Machine gun, this building, and a machine gun in that building as well. They're moving their BTR. I could have him crawl. He'll probably die if I have him crawl, which is probably not going to be good for the mental state of whoever is remaining in his element. I will now check and see what's going on with the stream. Ah, nobody else is watching. 6 views, excellent connection. Wait, what? Dang, it's 8:15. Oh, dang. This is going well, trust me. No comments. Wait, what? What? Nobody can comment. Huh. Wait, what? Oh, okay. Can people comment now? Maybe. We'll go back to the fight then. Everything is going good. Everything is going to be okay. Everything is going well in this. Let me just go ahead and, since I've managed to pause time, I will go ahead and discuss what I'm looking at now again. We have a tank. We have multiple BTRs next to the tank, which this is stupid, but honestly not a bad idea. Like, the BTR is worth a lot less than the tank. So if you don't want me to shoot some kind of anti-tank weapon at it, just put a couple BTRs in front of it. And let the BTRs take all the shots, and once they're destroyed, they will still continue to take shots. This is genius. This is like the smartest thing I've ever seen as far as stupid tactics go. But somehow the tank is, well, this is a problem. This is the only problem. This is a T90, by the way. This, because of this, it looks like it's got eyes. That means it's a T90. T90 Alpha. I was right. And this is the BTR-4 Alpha, because apparently these guys went to town with all of the expensive stuff. I don't really know the difference. Oh wait, this one you can shoot out of. That's got gun ports on the side right there. That's not really practical, and we've seen that in a lot of vehicles. There is one that is kind of interesting to look at, which is the, I don't remember which country has it. I believe it's, I don't want to say Bulgaria. I know it's not Baltic state, maybe? I don't know, that's not really a place. That's just a group of places. Baltic countries. Latvia. Somebody has a very decent 8-wheeled armored personnel carrier thing, infantry carrier vehicle thing. That is actually not bad that I've seen with gun ports on it. That's usually like really stupid because it's hard to aim a gun like if you can't see through the sight, or you have to like get into an awkward position to aim the gun. It's not like that's, I mean, it might be like barrier shooting kind of, but is that Tunguska? That's not Tunguska. Tunguska is my biggest fear in this game because it just comes out of nowhere and it's like, what the heck? Is that a laser beam? And it's just like, it's just all lead. It's an AA gun. So basically, you can shoot it at ground targets, and it's amazing for destroying tree. I forgot to bring could I bring Tunguska with me? I mean, if I could have brought Tunguska with me, I would have. I just didn't see. I didn't think to bring it in vehicles. Oh, I forgot. I forgot the most important part of my plan, which was, see these guys here that I moved up earlier? Well, this is going to become very important because now what I can do, I can split teams, and I will now have, actually I didn't want to do that. Well, that guy's got an RPG apparently. Recombine your teams, please. I need anti-tank teams because I didn't bring any anti-tank weapons to this fight, which I think I should have done. I should have thought a little harder to bring some anti-tank weapons to the fight. That's my stupid decision for this game. It's not. I haven't walked my guys into artillery or like. Well, I did at the beginning. Actually. With the reconnaissance element, they got destroyed. It didn't matter though. They were gonna get destroyed anyway at some point. Like it was whether it's a BTR or artillery, it's all the same. They just got destroyed. Not really a good thing. Understatement. Not really a good thing. Like if that was real, there goes a bunch of guys. A bunch of sad people are gonna happen soon. Very unfortunate. Not very unfortunate. Just stupidly unfortunate. Like, it was so preventable. I just had to pay a little more attention to not walk the guys into artillery at the start of the game. What the heck is that thing? They have like some weird BMP cross. That is BTRs, right? Because that is giving me BMP vibes. Holy crap, that's... Hey, can you call for fire on that? I need you to call for fire on that now. Alright, I need you to call an area target with those medium mortars and just blow up those guys. Do it now. Heavy, we're gonna do it short, and we're gonna do general. And then we're gonna do it immediately.
Запрос поддержки, прием.
Da, confirm. Yes. Alright, you guys right here, you're gonna sprint to this building. Sprint! And you guys are also gonna sprint to that building. Dang. Can we call for fire on those tanks? Can you get a position? Please have the mortars come sooner. We really need those mortars now. We really need them to actually...
Корректируйте огонь. Корректируйте огонь. Пристрелка.
Принято. Пристрелка.
We really need those mortars right about now. That's what I'm saying. We just need to hit them with the mortars.
Разрыв вижу.
Ah, beautiful. ATGM team.
Разрыв вижу. Чистилка.
No, no, that's the
Принято,
farmer's
чистилка.
field. That's the
Принято.
BTRs. This is the farmer's field. Here's the BTRs.
Разрыв вижу, отбой.
Maybe he's just drunk. Like he's drunk and he can't call for fire right now. So he called for fire on the position next to our guys
Перестрелка.
because he's stupid or something. No, he's drunk and called for
Разрыв
fire.
вижу. Разрыв вижу. Отбой.
Чистилка.
Anti-tank
Принято.
team, go for it.
Перестрелка.
I need you guys to sprint.
Принято.
Hurry up.
Разрыв вижу. Отбой.
The good
Разрыв
thing
вижу. Отбой.
with this is that I will be able to call for fire.
Принято, беглый огонь.
Накрытие цели.
Накрытие цели.
Hit them! Hit them with everything! Please! Yes! No! You guys are missing badly. Okay, that's actually pretty impressive. I'm liking the show right now. That's impressive. Okay, we took out one of them. We took out two of them, three of them. We took out the whole element.
Прекращаем огонь.
That's good. Good job. Da. Yes, good. That worked out really well. Call for an area target on... You can't call for fire. What is wrong with you?
Огонь прекращен.
Shut up. You need to call for fire on those tanks. Again. Call for fire on the tanks is important. Oh, sprint. That guy can get there. He will get there. He is the one leadership element that can. He will make it there. Trust me. He will make it to the position. He's running as fast as he can. This guy is running faster than 10 Olympic sprinters right here. Oh, not anymore. Not anymore. No. You know, I had faith in him. At least I had some faith in that guy. He might make it. If he tries. There's only one way to find out, if he tries. Well, that's unfortunate because now I have to call for fire on a position and I can't really do that very well using these. Like, yeah, I can hit. There's still BTRs there. How did you guys fail? That's fine. We'll fix it. We'll fix it with an RPG. Run up into those positions and then just take them out. Right? It's a solid plan. That sounds like does not sound like a plan. That sounds like I just pulled something, like some words, and then just made it sound like it was tactical. That's not a plan at all. That's just me saying, just go forward and figure out how to take out those tanks by yourself. Might as well be tanks at this point. Oh right, we have to consider that these guys can see us. They can see you. No, we're down to another one man leadership element. Dang. Can you do the thing that the other guys couldn't do? Well, we've lost like an entire company already. Oh, nice. RPG go. Boom. Yes. It misses every single time. At least there's a chance it will hit the tank. The goal is not to hit the tank though. The goal is to just, you know what? That's it. We holy crap. We just have to call for fire again on the whole. There we go. Yeah, just do one of these. No, do it. You have to. It's the only chance we have. Heavy and do it for just medium. Yes, immediately. 2 minutes? Okay,
Вопрос
good.
поддержки. Прием.
Wait, they're actually surviving up in the woods. They have an RPG element. That's so useless. That's what I hate is when you expect tanks when you bring RPGs or like a specialized weapon squad just for tanks, just to take out tanks, and there's no tanks. You're up against infantry at that point. What are you supposed to do? You brought equipment that you can't use, and it wasted money. I don't have the answer to that question, but you can't really just be like, oh, you guys should just shoot your missiles at these guys, even though.
Корректируйте огонь. Отбой.
Please, please, please destroy the tank this time.
Принято.
The tank is my biggest issue. Okay, good job. That's a hit right there. You guys almost took out first platoon HQ element. Actually, you just took out one of their guys, and now they're shaking.
Стрелка. Принято.
Get to the building. He has to make sure
Разрыв вижу.
he's
Отбой.
on target. No, that's a miss right there, dude.
Пристрелка. Корректируйте огонь. Отбой.
These guys are rattled. These guys are broken, so they're useless. Broken guys are useless. It's like a broken vehicle, okay? You can't fix them, though, because duct tape doesn't work on these guys.
Огонь. Отбой.
They're already broken. These guys are broken, okay?
Принято.
I mean, he is just one guy. He
Пристрелка.
can't really... Nah,
Пристрелка.
Принято. Накрытие цели. Прием.
Накрытие цели.
Разрыв вижу.
target that thing. Take it out.
Разрыв вижу. Отбой.
Разрыв вижу. Отбой.
Oh crap. That's
Пристрелка.
bad.
Принято. Пристрелка.
Well, that should take out their tank. I think we're getting
Принято.
hits on the area it's at.
Разрыв вижу. Отбой.
There we go. We did hit the area it was in. We did some damage to it.
Разрыв вижу. Отбой. Принято.
We have to capture this town. That's like the one thing we
Накрытие
have to
цели.
do.
Прием. Разрыв вижу.
I don't really want to do it.
Принято. Беглый огонь. Разрыв.
Пристрелка.
Отбой. Принято.
Пристрелка.
Take it out. Shoot it with the RPG.
Принято.
The RPG must have like a really low effective rate.
Разрыв. Отбой.
It just doesn't seem to be accurate.
Разрыв вижу. Отбой. Пристрелка.
It's immobilized.
Принято.
Oh, he's just got the RPG.
Отбой.
He has 1 HP.
Пристрелка.
Oh, dang. Oh, yes, this is good. That smoke there is a sign that we just destroyed something very
Разрыв вижу.
AKA tank. Tanks are expensive, so they can only have a few of them. Especially with the amount we had to start with. 6,000 points isn't really a lot. So, alright, we have to just start moving forward. This town has pretty much took it out. What does the reconnaissance say? Like, everything in this town is probably good. Like, let's shoot up a drone. Let me get a drone called up.
Огонь прекращен.
Just call up a drone on, like, this area. This is what I'm most concerned with now, because we've effectively cleared this. That BTR outside doesn't matter. We just have to get to this place next, and that means we'll have to destroy the. Okay, we just destroyed it. That's pretty much effectively. Wow, that was the best we called in so far. We just leveled the whole town.
Огонь прекращен.
Observe immediately. Confirm. Alright, I'll start moving guys forward and see if we actually cleared it out. Move forward the support by fire guys. Move forward these guys. Looks like we've had a few guys get
Огонь прекращен.
yeah. Oh, we just have an RPG. That's still acceptable. Which element do you belong to? I'll just send these guys back to their original element, so they're not just solo guys running around that, you know, kind of sad. Oh no! Oh no! They still have a armored vehicle. I see. How the heck is that even? How is that even possible? Okay, we only have one. Holy crap, dude. We really don't have any weapons we can use against this, except we just have to take it out with just a squad of guys. We really don't have a choice of this. Alright, let's start moving forward some of the other elements, right? We do have that option. Start moving. Holy crap! All of our recon guys are dead. Move forward. Just entire platoon elements right now, since we need to get them up ahead, and then figure it out from there. Oh, we do have some recon guys that aren't dead. That's perfect. We do have an entire company that's almost, well, 2 platoons that are pretty good. That should be good. So that should be enough to finish the game. All we need to do, like I said, is capture the major objective. That's literally the only thing you need to win. But the minor one, you also have to capture in this case. This tank is still intact. This tank is still a problem. We literally just hit this thing with so much artillery. How is that still a problem? Okay, hold on. Hold on. What am I doing? I'm calling for fire again. That's what I'm doing. I'm just gonna call for fire again. The last time wasn't effective, so we have to do it again. We have to do it like this, and we're just gonna do heavy for just a long period of time now. Just keep hitting them until they're gone. I don't care how much ammo it takes. Hit backspace on this action, because I don't want to do that anymore. That's stupid. Like, genuinely just dumb to keep moving forward with that when we know that they're gonna just walk to their death. It's not a good idea to just waste precious units like that. These are pieces to the puzzle. In the puzzle we are solving very rapidly. And it's not looking like a good puzzle. It's looking like a puzzle full of enemy armored units. And that, my friends, is a surface-to-air missile system.
Корректируйте огонь. Отбой.
How do I know? Because we cannot see in here. Which indicates it must have been a surface-to-air missile
Корректируйте огонь.
in that area.
Принято.
Or maybe I'm just wrong. I might just be wrong. Anyway, I'm going to call up another UAV.
Разрыв вижу. Отбой.
I want to see what's in the...
Пристрелка.
This area looks important,
Принято.
but it's not always that they have guys on the yellow. The yellow is important. Oh, not as important. That's actually just a field. We only need these yellow boxes then. I was wondering why this was here like this. It looks a little weird. I'm curious
Ориентируйте огонь. Разрыв вижу.
what's here that I have to worry about. Something is there.
Пристрелка. Разрыв принято.
Observe, please.
Принято.
Immediately. Observe, yes, confirm.
Пристрелка. Принято. Разрыв вижу. Отбой. Разрыв вижу.
Yes, yes. Please take out the tank.
Разрыв вижу. Отбой.
We need to destroy the tank.
Пристрелка.
Принято.
Destroy the tank.
Разрыв вижу. Отбой.
Please, this time destroy the tank.
Пристрелка. Разрыв вижу. Отбой.
Принято.
I hope I will see a smoke cloud here soon. We're firing mortars at the tank.
Принято.
I'm choking on air. Dang. That hurts.
Разрыв вижу. Отбой.
Принято.
That's embarrassing.
Накрытие.
Destroy. Please. Hit the tank. Hit the tank with one of these artillery. At least make it immobilized. Or knocked out. Like, it doesn't have to be destroyed. Knocked out is destroyed. Oh, we just crushed a building with a first squad in it. Pretty dead. They're cooked. Yes. Keep hitting that area until we see a bunch of clouds of
Прекращаем
smoke
огонь.
where there used to be enemy armored vehicles.
Прекращаем огонь.
Alright. These guys will just keep going forward. Go in the woods. Yeah. Figure out what's going on up there. This company can move forward because there's nothing out in the way of them moving forward. I think we'll just take it with the rest of these guys. I think we might be able to secure a victory. The problem is I'm up against vehicles, and I don't have any anti-vehicle weapons that are good. I'm working with what I got, obviously, but it's not working out too good. It's obviously just I've had to rely on calling for fire, and we have a lot of broken guys now, which is bad, very bad. And the fact that I can't confirm if this tank is gone or not, is also extremely bad. The tank is still there for sure. Like, I am... Oh, dear. We can still see it's got 1,007.62 rounds. This had to destroy the tank. Like, it had to be destroyed. Like, it can't still be there. Like, there's no way. What? There's still a BTR there. Do we have anything that can take out the BTR? Do we have any intel on that? There's nothing in that area, is there? The UAV just is not working then. Unless it only communicates with the reconnaissance squad. That might be the case. Might be the case. That BTR is just still fixed on killing our guys. Do we have any anti-tank weapons available? In these guys. He does have one. He's rattled though. He's not gonna do much. He's not really gonna be able to fight them. These guys are rattled. Can we call for fire? We just need to take out the tank. And then we have secured victory in that area. Oh, and now there's a machine gun element. Great. Great. Absolutely amazing. Okay, I'm just gonna shift all my focus on Studyanka West. And then everything should be turning out okay. As long as I gotta stop worrying about everything here because we're just wasting. We've already wasted artillery. We don't have any more artillery left. We're out of artillery. I brought mortars because I was like, I'm gonna want to just be able to have more ammunition, right? In the long run, I think I should have just brought some better artillery. It would have been fine even if I was going up against infantry. It's obviously more powerful than mortars are. Mortars are more like shooting explosives, which is good against infantry, right? But it's only good against infantry. Whereas, like, yes, you could get a mortar that might do some good against like an armored vehicle, but we really didn't need that in this. And additionally, the other thing I wish is that I'd, instead of bringing with me those two other things, I brought with me like maybe an RPO platoon. But RPO isn't really as good as the RPG. Well, no, I wouldn't bring an RPG platoon. That would be absolutely stupid, seeing how bad they are. I would have probably done it not knowing, but now I know. RPGs just absolutely are garbage. They suck. Wow. Well, at least when they're in the hands of these regular guys, I think they just suck in the hands of these guys. Maybe these guys didn't get much training on it, but like a dedicated RPG squad might have gotten more training. Although I highly doubt that. I think it's just the weapon itself. After seeing how poorly it's performed. Yep, just gonna send up the rest of those guys. Wait. Yeah, no, we kind of need to secure victory here. We've been at it for a while now. We should have secured victory. And we can't really push across this field with the company unless anti-tank team. Dang, what are they shooting at? You guys just bound up there. I want to see what's going on. Oh, Can we get some suppressive fire on them at least, or something? I kind of need that. That would be really useful right about now. Like, oh, dang. That's tank. The tank can now see everything, by the way. So we've just helped them out. Like, I can't take out that tank. I literally cannot take out the tank. Alright, I need to have you guys just target that thing. Stop running. You guys stop running. Just provide suppressive fire. You can't. You have. How? What do you mean you have no line of? Oh, okay. I need them. Okay, that's fine. I'll run you guys up there. Just run, sprint. Look how far away that RPG was. We cannot win this. Probably cannot win this. Depends. That That's going to depend a lot on if my next idea is going to work. And I have to do this next idea. So, I'm not expecting there to be any enemies here. So, I'm going to have to do this way. I'm going to have these guys move up. That's what I have to do. I'll have that platoon move forward. I'm going to have the rest of my platoons sit back here. Now, I can obviously pull all of the... I'm going to pull all of these guys and have them split into anti-tank teams. So, this way I'll be able to secure at least some kind of way of destroying the tank. And then I'm going to have this team move up this way so they can be online with those guys, I guess. Yeah, that sounds like a solid idea, Anti-tank team move up there. Alright. This battle is going on. We have 26 minutes left. 26 minutes until I lose. Unless I somehow manage to secure victory up there. Which is looking like it might potentially be more likely than securing victory in the eastern sector. Wow, we just lost another guy. Third squad, B team. Sad. Losing guys left and right. Because stupid reasons. I really am not sure how to take out just so many BTRs. I really haven't encountered a situation where I was like, I don't have any tanks, I don't have any good anti-tank weapons. Like this is kind of a new scenario for me. Definitely an experience that I should, if I'm gonna do random games like this, I should probably be a little more prepared because I don't know what to expect. And I came prepared this time. I brought with me mortars, and I was like, yes, I'm prepared. Well, mortars do not always defeat tanks and everything. In fact, you can't just rely on artillery is what I'm learning from this one. It's not all a game of I will have my artillery take care of that because my infantry can't, even though I have no other option. Like, it was effective against the BTRs. Right now, we're just gonna focus on these guys, I think. Alright, can you get a line of sight? Can you run to this building and make it there alive? That is a very solid question. Oh, you're not gonna make it there alive. You're not gonna make it there alive. You're gonna make it to the building and you're gonna be dead. You can make it to the building now. You will make it to that building. Okay. We might have a chance against these guys. All their fires draw that way. Do we have any other RPG elements in the area? Or RPG pieces I can use? Yeah, just have them shoot at those guys. What is the intelligence of this area? They have Tunguska. That is, if I had brought the Tunguska with me, if I checked to see if I can bring that with me, we would have destroyed like half the BTRs at the start of the game. We'd be in a different position. We'd probably already have this town by now. Like, probably by a half hour in, I would have had this town using Tunguska. It's that amazing to use your aircraft guns to destroy, like, infantry and stuff. In fact, Tunguska is really good, especially in urban environments, where you just roll it out into, like, the center of the road, and then you can just fire a stream down the street of just, it's like a laser almost. A laser made out of solid objects. Impressive. Okay, can you fire on their BTR? No. No, you can't. You don't have a line of sight. Wow. Okay, we've just lost another AT. Can you guys suppress them? What do you mean you can't suppress them? Suppress them. Just shoot at them. Shoot bullets. I don't really care. You just need to start spraying bullets at them because they're not gonna stop shooting unless you start shooting at them. Okay. What are you doing? Why aren't you shooting at them? Why don't you move up and start shooting at them? We need to get some suppressive fire on these positions so I can get ATGMs up. There we go. Just suppress the enemy. What are you doing? You have an ATGM. Why are you not? You're not able to run. Okay, you're gonna have to go the long way, and you're gonna have to walk to that building. I don't care. Get the ATGM there. Get inside the building, so we can start get more shots on that thing. Okay, our guys are moving up in the north, towards west. Where are you guys? You guys are pretty good at sniping. So I'll have you guys out there, and I have another fire team I can employ. I have a gunner, a machine gun. We'll try to get them up to there. These guys, I'll try to get these guys to here. That's my goal. What are you doing? Why don't you go into the woods? And then I'll have you... Can you achieve any kind of suppressive fire on any of their positions? Keep firing at where you saw them, okay? I don't care that they're not there anymore. We still need to keep shooting at where we think they are. Oh, shoot at that thing then. That did some damage, probably. I will just have everybody shoot at this thing. Just fire at it. It's doing something. Whether it's actually going to just... Yes, it hit the front turret. That's fabulous. You are broken, so I can't use you anymore. If I have these guys get down now, obviously, they'll be prone, so they won't get shot as much. But now they're shaken, so I can't actually have them do anything. They're useless. They're done. They're dead. What? What is shooting at us? We've cleared everything, right? Like, there shouldn't be anything out there. Okay. What's going on here? Just keep returning fire on that thing. Just keep firing at it. We lost the machine gun squad. They quit. They quit. I hate when this happens. You see, I could have gotten them in position. What? What's going on? What's going on? Sounds like somebody's called for fire, or it's the tank. I think they only have like this element here. If we can get guys to move into these buildings, I think I'm setting myself up for victory at that point. Okay, get the support by fire element on the roof. Actually, these guys don't go on the roof. Okay, here's the reason. I'm gonna put them in the second floor of that building. Okay, I'm gonna put these guys in the second floor of this building. I'm gonna put these guys in the first floor of that building, and I'm gonna put these guys in the first floor of this building. And then, do they have a... Their HQ element is dead. What? Did you guys just not bring an HQ element? No? What? Okay, well, I have no idea what happens there, but something happened to their leadership, so now they don't exist anymore. Unless this is them. I don't think it is. Actually, I know that isn't them. This town is contested. This is close to a victory. Like, the only thing holding me back is the lack of ATGM. And the BTR just sitting there that I can't destroy. How much damage is that even doing, like, when we shoot it? Is that doing anything to it? Oh, it's moving. We're gonna immobilize it eventually. No, I want you to rendezvous here. Okay. I'm gonna see what's going on. Oh. What's going on? Okay. This has been going on for too long now, and we still haven't won. We've quite literally just been losing the entire game. We just have 3 vehicles and like 2 guys to kill in this area, and then it's not contested anymore. It's ours, and we just won. We do have quite a bit I can still play with in this area. The problem is getting it into position. That's the hard part, because we don't really have much cover to go with. Like I think what I think I need to do. Okay, so I'm just gonna take all of these guys. I'm gonna run them through the woods. I think that's the best way to go about this. And then I can figure out what I'm gonna do from there. So have them go there, and then I'm just gonna figure out what to do from there. What are you? You're just one guy. Crazy. That's crazy. All right, you guys just keep moving up. Just get behind the tree line at least. That's all I need. They're still shooting at us from here. Oh, it's the tank. Is it the tank? The tank could definitely get that range. I'm trying to suppress a BTR with a machine gun. That's not gonna work. Oh, there's a second tank. Okay, we can't do that unless we flank around from behind it. But they've spent so much money on tanks. There's no way they have much here. So we're gonna figure out about that now. I'm gonna go ahead and split the teams up, and we're just gonna have one team just run ahead, and then we'll figure out what's gonna happen. Hopefully it's good. Hopefully it's not bad. Have one of these elements as well. I'll have one of them go forward. Just sprint. Just sprint. Make it there. We have to figure out what we're dealing with in this area, because if I want to secure like at least a semi-victory, I want to get this major VP. We might not be able to secure this one, but we did a decent job at. We lost quite a lot of guys trying to get it. Not a decent job. There was no way we were getting that anyway. With 2 tanks, I'd have to get very close to the tanks for the RPGs to hit. Okay, I'm seeing that they are returning fire with their tank. They're suppressing my guys with their tank. Hold on, get some ATGM fire on that. Okay, we're pinned. Sprint to position. We're not gonna do consecutive bounds, because the thing with those is that if this guy bounds ahead of this guy, he's going to get exhausted much faster, and he might. I think that has an effect on their mental state. So I'm not going to really try to push that, because if their mental state's bad, then they're obviously gonna just quit on me, and I don't want them to quit, because the second they quit is the second I can't secure this town when I really need to. I think they got some good plunging fire on us. Alright, run to the once they get there, you guys are gonna run to the tree line, okay? Okay, sprint. They're pretty much set. It doesn't matter if they're not fully set, not fully prone. That is prone. That's good enough. Okay. We're gonna move up a squad now, since I figured out that we can move up safely. For the most part. The reason they're shooting, I think, is because they saw a larger element that we were moving forward. We're not achieving suppression on them at all, which is because they're all armored. There's really no way to defeat all of these mechanized armored vehicles without some kind of decent anti-tank capabilities. And we didn't bring that. We did not bring that to this fight. What we brought with us is 3 platoons of guys with AKs who said, yes, I have an anti-tank weapon with me. It will probably do the job. But they cannot actually do the job. We've brought incompetency. And that's not gonna win. We've brought a lack of equipment. We've brought nothing. We brought nothing with us. But we do have a like we're not actually like we're getting shot at, but it's not gonna suppress our guys from this distance. And he can't put up a good stream of fire on our guys, so as long as we just keep shooting back at him, I mean, he's got a. They have an AT-11 ATGM. That's effective up to like 3 kilometers. The Russians like that for some reason. They have ATGM that they can fire from the barrel of a tank. What is this? Why are these guys just sitting here? They're nervous. What are they nervous about? It's just a tank. Just run right into it. It's gonna be A-okay. Oh, right. That's what I was gonna do. We have that last idea I had to secure this town, right? So, I'm thinking we go ahead and take that. We're gonna flank the tank with these. With just a platoon of guys, can we take out 2 tanks and a couple of armored vehicles that have machine guns and are armored and 100% can kill all of our guys faster than we can blink. It might sound stupid, but it's better than losing. At least making an attempt, better than losing, because like I could have quit on this battle quite a while ago, but I've decided not to, because I believe there's still a possibility that I will get this town, Studyanka West, which is the more major VP. So we'll run that way. Split off an anti-tank team, since I want to make sure that we secure victory. Have them run off into the wood line. Alright, the rest of you, move forward into that position. We don't know what we have here. It could be something in the trees or something behind the trees. Or it could be these are full of infantry. But they're mechanized, so a lot of their infantry is in the BTRs. And they don't have many left. We've already taken out quite a few of them. And it's expensive to have as much as they have, which is the key deciding factor in if we're going to win or not, because they only have 2 tanks. And they have a lot of vehicles in addition to those tanks. So that really leaves us with the outcome they have nothing in Studyanka West. Because I know that we both have to have an equal amount for the game to go. So if we both have 6,000, then realistically, a tank costing 600 and having those cost 1,000. Each of those tanks probably cost 1,000. At least if it's like the most advanced Abrams you can get is the US, it probably costed 1,000 points. So we've secured Studyanka West. We've won. We've literally won. Like this is a win right here. Like, believe it or not, securing this is like securing like the most important thing you could ever secure. I don't know how to say it, but I've just won. I've won by not the way I intended. I've won by getting a different type of victory. The victory I wanted was not the one I'm getting. But I am still getting a kind of victory. These guys are going to be very tired after all of this running. That's unfortunate. I hope they are not going to just quit, because that'd be stupidly unfortunate. Because if they quit, then we have nothing left to win. Oh no. Oh no. He's pinned. Stop trying to run. Can you guys return fire on those tanks? Oh yes, that's perfect. We've positioned everything according to the most optimal. He's dead. How did we lose guys? Unless he's just been sitting in the woods. He's rattled. That's what happened. Don't worry, we'll fix it. This guy has a weapon that's anti-tank. Why is he just sitting in the woods, doing nothing? He is being useless. This is gonna put our guys out of a line of sight of them. And I'm gonna push around behind here and try to infiltrate a building. Why is that important? Well, the second I get into a building is the second that I am able to get this building here. This is the one I want. If I get into this building, it's going to be a little bit of a challenge to get there. We might have to just go for the woods and then go for this building. This one looks like it might have windows on the rear. And it has a door on the rear as well. Which supplies me with an ample view of a T-90 main battle tank, which is also pointing in the opposite direction of me, which you know how hard it is to see out of a tank. Very difficult, so it's going to work out for me, I think. I'm going to secure the victory here, and then I will secure the victory there. Alright, you guys just sprint upwards and then take that building. You guys will take that building, and then machine gun team in this building, right? We now have secured... They literally have nothing here. There's only one thing where they might have something, and it's in these woods here. Or in the woods, like, out here. But there's no way. Like, maybe here as well. They do have quite a bit in, like, this town. They really put a lot of their effort on that minor VP there. Which is... It worked out for them, because I really fell into the trap of... Oh yeah, I'm gonna just attack this until I lose a lot of my resources trying to take it. We'll send in the battalion HQ elements now. We'll send in all of these guys. Because this is actually a lot of firepower. And they all have machine guns. There's 6 of them for each part. So... We're getting close to where I need to be to get these guys into anti-tank weapon range. And, like, that's... Like, technically, these anti-tank weapons have ranges of kilometers. So, like, an RPG should be able to hit a tank at, like, several... Like, at least 2 kilometers, I'd say. But the thing is that in practice, you're not going to be able to shoot it that far, especially when it's an RPG, and the iron sights on it are going to be absolutely garbage. Because there's no way... There's a chance that they've invested in optics for it, right? But they're not... Everybody's going to have that. Not everybody's going to have that. Not everybody's going to get that out. Okay. Oh, yes, good. Keep shooting those anti-tank rockets, right? That's what I'm looking for, okay? Now I'm going to have you guys run up through the woods and start securing a building. Secure level 2 of that building. And then you will go right there. You will go this way, and you're going to go all the way here, and right behind this guy, and you're going to blow up that BTR, right? You got it. Hopefully. Probably not. He's probably going to die. It's a machine. It's a armored vehicle with a machine gun against 6 guys with 2 rocket launchers. Who's going to win? Who do you think would win that? It's going to be the thing with the machine gun. Because flesh cannot beat an infinite wall of lead just flying at it. So, it's quite obvious. Quite obvious the answer. Sprint in that building. Hurry up. Let's get that ATG RPG up there. AT-RPG. Oh, they have more tanks than I thought. No, okay, they only had 2. They only had enough for 2 tanks. Yes! Yes! Pointlessly shoot at their stuff. Oh, wait. Stop moving. Stop moving. You guys are in a bad position now. Stop running. Just get down. Yes! Holy crap. We just took out a tank. We got a tank with an RPG. Wait, was that the RPG? I don't think that was a squad RPG. That was an RPG right there. We just took out a tank with an RPG. Well, that got him by surprise, I guess. The problem is that now I have a massive infantry element in that town that it's not gonna be easy to get to. Just secure the next building. Just keep moving forward, and we're going to keep moving into these buildings until I can get to the end of. I'm gonna have them run till they die. That's what I'm gonna do because honestly, I don't really have another option. If we're going to secure victory, like 100% victory, I need them to run. They have a lot of anti-tank in that town as well. This is RPOs, correct? No, it's just regular ATGM, which is incredibly useless against infantry. So I am very happy about that. But the thing I'm not happy about is that they are currently firing on my positions. They do have a machine gun, so that is their weapons company of some kind. You guys still running? You guys are tired. You guys are tired, okay? We'll fix that. We'll fix that later. We don't have anything you guys can call for fire with, so don't worry. Don't even think about calling for fire. Just return fire. Yes. This is 2 hours right here. 2 hours to get this. If it was in 45 minutes, I would have lost. Like, but we have secured. I'm just gonna leave this one guy here. Just leave. Let's leave just a scout team behind, so that way I have everything that's useful, except I'm missing one of the ATGMs. You guys have the RPGs. That's the better RPG. It's the RPG 25. I'm telling you. That thing did not miss when we fired it at the. No, I think it might have missed. Why do you guys use such shitty weapons? Why not get some better stuff? I don't think they have the budget, honestly. Russia is in a kind of interesting place in general. Like, if you look at how their politics have been for, like... They just went through, like... Literally in 1990, they went through that massive economic shift from being, like, the Soviet Union to being now whatever the heck they are now. I don't know what they are now. Same thing, but different flag. I guess that's what it is now. Disassociated. Dissolved. Yes. And now we are flanking everything there because they're all focused on these guys when we just ran 2 platoons up behind them. And now I'm going to split an anti-tank team off just to go ahead and jump into that building there. Get in the building. Hurry up. We need to get there. That is my entire combat element dead. Except for I'm going to send a machine gun team up to here. And then I'm just going to put a machine gun team there. When in doubt, put a machine gun team on it. We're doing fine. We're going to win. Look, we've taken out a tank. So we must be able to win. We still have the RPG 25. Like, we have 27 seconds. Come on. He missed. It's because we're rushing him. He can't aim when we're rushing him. Oh, man. Keep running. You guys got this. You guys got it. I had you leave you behind the anti-tank weapon on accident. It was not intentional. Yeah, no. Oh, it was a draw. It was a draw. Look how many men I lost. 98 men, okay. 140 men, okay. Yeah, look, I brought more men to the fight than them, but I still lost 98 men. Versus the fewer men they brought, and they only lost a few, but they lost 14 vehicles. Which, if you think about it, like, I think a BTR is like a couple 100,000 at the minimum. Like it's gotta be at least 500,000. Like considering we hit the newest version of their weapons, and then if you consider a tank is probably several million. Yeah, honestly, a BTR might be a lot more than I would think it would be. I think a BTR might be several million, and a tank could be close. Because I know that Abrams is like several billion, not with a billion with a B, not million. Okay, several. It's got to be several. I don't know. I'm not into the economic side of these things. I just know what they do. What I need to expect with what vehicle. Well, that fight went pretty bad, and we were on the lowest difficulty. So, here's what I'm gonna say. Here's the things that happened that went wrong that I think I need to improve on in the next game. So first, I went in kind of blindly and almost ran my guys into artillery fire. That was absolutely awful. Did not play out as well as I wanted it to, as I intended it to. I've overthought how I was going to play that out by just sending in my guys straight in to artillery fire. And then once I discovered there was BTRs, my reaction to that and how I decided to go at it with an entire element of one platoon was a pretty poor decision. Because when you give one platoon to the enemy, that's one platoon that you really don't have that you can use. It would have been a nice thing to have. And I should have really brought some kind of anti-tank capability, because if I see infantry as being my only, like if I get a random game and if I only have infantry, I have zero armored assets that I can play with. I might have a UAZ or like a Humvee, or what's the other thing that UAZ doesn't even have a gun on it usually, but at least in this game, you can't have a gun on the UAZ normally. I don't think you can, at least. I don't know. Somebody may know a little better than me, but I have zero vehicles, basically. That's really bad. Like, a Humvee is kind of useful if that's all you've got. Like, having a little vehicle would be very useful to have. But I just can't have that. So I have to make up for that by bringing with me some kind of anti-tank asset, which, in this case, I brought with me the mortars, which were not really a good anti-tank asset. Mortars aren't meant to go against tanks. They're good against light vehicles and, they might do a little damage to a tank, but not going to be absolutely like the Javelin. It's not going to be as good as a Javelin or an AT-11 from one of those T-90s, or like, I wouldn't have an AT-11, but you do have your AT-4 Charlie, your Skiff, your AT-4 Charlie is a different weapon system than the AT-4. AT-4 Charlie is it's a different thing. You get it with the Russians and the Ukrainians in this. Maybe it's just the Ukrainians in this. I don't know. I don't think it's related to the AT-4. I think it's just coincidence. They're like, yes, we will call anti-tank weapon also anti-tank weapon. And that's what they decided. That's how they were thinking. They were like, let's abbreviate AT for anti-tank. So that way nobody gets confused. Like Skiff, that just makes me think of medical supplies. Like they're gonna drag their guys back. Like, okay. So that's what went wrong. A lot of it was that we did. So what I did decently at was, once I recognized that I was up against those. I didn't really do anything good. No. Like, trying to get that the support by fire in. Once I spotted the tank, I was like, okay, I know exactly what I'm up against now. No, what I did really good was that last at the end. This is the only good thing I think that I actually did, was I pulled my guys around that section of buildings and things on the opposite side of the field from the east objective, whatever it was, and went towards the west objective and came around and found out, oh, they have all of their guys in that one area. And I've blown up a lot of their guys, tried to get rid of those tanks. We did get rid of one of the tanks. That other flanking maneuver where we went through the woods was very effective because our guys going around to get to the west objective got spotted by their tanks, and they just started shooting at those guys instead of the guys in the trees. And then once they realized, oh, there's guys in the trees as well, then the machine guns and all their infantry guys opened up, which didn't turn out as good as it could have if they didn't have those machine guns there. I think we probably would have secured at least the minor VP. I think, like, if I'm going to do this again, definitely going to have to bring an RPG element or skiff or AT4. Like, you even saw at the end, the RPG does have some kind of usages. It's got value to it, okay? It's not all, oh, it's going to miss every single time. It's unreliable. Oh, it can do some damage if you get it in position without the enemy spotting it. And you get it close. So that is Combat Mission Blacksea. That is the first mission I am playing for you all. Thank you all for watching, and if you guys have anything you would like to say about what I could do better or how I can improve, I would like to hear it, because I feel like I definitely missed something, because there's always a bigger picture that I just do not see. So it's always useful to learn from what others have to say and their experiences as well. So that is what I would like to hear from you all, is do you have any advice for what I should change? Like, what I should do differently? Like, obviously, this was not an ideal scenario. I ended up with infantry against armored vehicles with machine guns. But obviously, you can take out, like, it just, train and everything didn't really play out, I feel like. But that's besides the point. I did some bad decisions that I shouldn't have made. I should have just flanked around, been like, oh, yes. But I wouldn't have flanked around without knowing, I think all their guys are there. Like, I didn't know that. I had no idea what I was going into, really. Anyway, that's pretty much everything I have to say. Okay.